This is Jason Minshew, election official clerk.
Hi, and I'm Jason Minshew, and I've been working at a poll today, and Annie conducted an earlier interview with me, and I had a very simple voting experience. Today, there was a situation that took place in our polling place where the system, all of the computers went down at the same time, and we suspect that it was because one of the clerks or judges, kicked the power strip that all of the polls were plugged into, and so there were people in the middle of casting their ballots who were there in the middle of voting, and their computers crashed. And so then we had to determine, the judge here at the polling place had to determine at what point each of those voters were at in their process to determine whether they were still in the system, whether their ballots had been cast, whether their access codes needed to be reissued. So there were 10 people who were there in limbo who didn't know exactly where they were in the process. And in the meantime, there were probably 40 or 50 people, a line of 40 or 50 people that were witnessing the whole thing. And all of the information was retrievable, and all of the information was retrieved, and all of the people were processed, and everybody's vote happened. But it just sort of is a big example that we all took part in of how those there are potential pitfalls with the electronic voting system. And the one that we encountered was someone kicked the power strip. I mean, something that simple crashed all the computers, and everybody in the room at that point had their faith in the system was deteriorated because of that unfortunate accident. And then when that happened, there was a lot of chaos. There was the alternate judge was on the phone with the county talking about how to retrieve all those people's information. We had the official judge who was talking to the alternate judge who was talking to the person on the other end of the line. So there was a relay going on there. So there's a little telephone game going on there. There were the other people who are involved, the other clerks who have been involved in prior polling that have some savvy about the way the machines work. They were chiming in, do this, do that, do this, do that. So anyway, the chaos that was taking place around this accident bred a lot of skepticism or a little suspicion about whether the electronic voting system is complete or accurate or can be trusted, or and that's all I wanted to say about that. That the imperfections in the system set up a big moment in there today where a lot of people's faith in the system was tarnished, and